Hey, this is Brian Stewart, the president of Sumner Realtors for 2025. I'm here today with Jonathan Blayney, who is with Goosehead Insurance, and he is one of our valuable diamond partners. Matter of fact, one of our leading partners as far as what our sponsorship goes in Sumner Realtors. We wanted to come in today and spotlight him and give him an opportunity to tell why he's so excited to be a part of Sumner Realtors and offer what he has to offer to everybody in the membership. Jonathan, thank you for being with us today.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, man, thank you. Let's sit down and answer some questions here.
All right.
All right, so first off, just so everybody can kind of get to know you, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us what about your business, what you're here for, what kind of got you in the business?
So I, I've been married 15 years, but it was spent 22 years in the military, in the Army as a budget officer, finance specialist. Um, and so when I was looking to retire from the military, I was looking to see how I could continue to serve my community. I had a lot of friends that were in the real estate business, mortgage business. A few of them encouraged me to kind of look at insurance. Kind of looked at a bunch of different companies, and Goosehead was kind of where I felt like at home for many different reasons, but kind of why I chose Goosehead was we have 40 different carriers we can work with here in Tennessee, 30 different in Kentucky. We're a broker, so we can, kind of one-stop shop. It allows us to kind of cater to our clients. Very client focused is what our approach is
Yep.
here at Blayney Insurance.
That's awesome. So, to me, kind of leading into the next question here, Jonathan, I heard you say something about being a broker. Now, I am a real estate broker, but being a broker in insurance is completely different.
Yes.
Tell me what is unique about being a broker
Yeah.
in insurance.
So we have access to some carriers that others don't. So if you call, some of the captives, they call them captive or brokers. Brokers, we have multiple carriers. We can do multiple different kinds of lines, home, auto, motorcycles, boats, all the personal lines, and we can kind of shop for the client instead of them having to make multiple calls to different companies.
Well, one thing that I know for sure is that options are always best. It's always fantastic to have options for your clients. So I'm sure that's one of the reasons that clients keep coming back and
Yes.
referring
Yep.
business to you, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Awesome.
I, I've really enjoyed being able to serve community, veterans, fellow partners with Sumner Realtors.
And how long did you say you were in the military?
22 years.
That is awesome. As one military member to another, let me just thank you for your service, sir. We
Thank you.
appreciate you. Um, one of the other things I wanted to ask is how was being a member of Sumner Realtors benefited your career or business?
So the first 2 years of my agency, I kind of just did a bunch of cold calling to realtors, loan officers. And last January, I made a commitment to go full force all in on partnering with Sumner Realtors, supporting their mission in the community, supporting the realtors, and finding a way to be a valued partner to them instead of just someone looking for leads. And through that, I've built relationships that friendships, relationships, business partnerships that, never would have considered, partner with some people that have come from that. And it's really made my company go from being, a growing agency to a, fast expanding agency. So
That's awesome. So it literally being in front of people that you may otherwise not have been in front of has
yes,
helped expand your business.
correct.
I mean that to me the value is there for people that are kind of on the verge of maybe wanting to be a sponsor or be a partner. I think talking with you just kind of shows some of that value.
Yes.
And I'm glad that it's worked out for you, Jonathan.
It's become a great two-way street.
Yeah,
I support them, they support me. We're all in it to help clients and help the community grow. So
exactly. That's matter of fact, that's a couple of our pillars of Sumner Realtors. So I appreciate you saying that. What advice would you share going into that? What advice would you share if you had a new or prospective member come up and ask you, what should they do? What would you tell them? What would be the first step?
um, the first thing I tell anybody that's going into any networking thing, but especially some of the realtors, is don't just pay your membership fee and expect the business to come. it's about building relationships. It's about networking. It's about finding a way to plug in and provide value, support others. If it's volunteering, it's going to events, inviting people out to coffees, truly trying to find your circle. Not every realtor is going to work with me, and I'm not going to work with every realtor, but the value in it is not just, being a member, but also finding a way to bring value on a two-way street, I think.
Absolutely. Well, the whole thing boils down to participation. If you
Yes.
don't put an effort forward
Yep.
to be involved, it's hard to get anything in return, right?
Correct.
So I love seeing you get involved, and I will say that most every event that we have, there's Jonathan Blayney sitting over there doing his thing, man. So we appreciate
Yep.
that. Are there any special programs, offers, or upcoming events that you would like to share with fellow members that you have coming up?
Well, one of the prides of last year was helping, as you see, with the awards of excellence.
Yes.
And I plan to sponsor that again this year. This year, I have a couple surprises for the winners. So if they haven't already put in their application, they probably should.
Wow.
I have last year, all the winners got a little reward from our agency. This year, we're going to go a little bit bigger than last year. So stay tuned.
That's awesome. You heard it first here. Jonathan is giving away $1 million to the award winners. I'm just kidding. But we are excited to hear about what Jonathan's going to give us. I know as participant and a member and an active selling agent, it's always nice to get an award and be recognized for your efforts in the business. So having you there to kind of give an extra award or extra recognition for that participant, man, that goes a long way, I have to say.
Yep.
If there is one thing about Sumner Realtors that you value, what would you say it was? If I stopped you on the elevator and I said, Jonathan, give me one thing that you would value about Sumner, what would you say on that spot?
About Sumner Realtors, the biggest thing I value is the relationships that I built. People that I can call on, ask advice from. They provide me advice, I provide them advice. Just the back and forth of relationships and strong relationships that are growing out of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, and literally, whenever you start talking about relationships, just like when you're a realtor, um, as a realtor, we try to build relationships with our clients. Those clients most of the time end up becoming friends of ours and a relationship that lasts for a long time, and we build referrals off of that. And I think Jonathan's saying the same thing here, that referrals are a great way to maintain business and prolong your career, so to speak. Jonathan, is there anything else that you want to add before we go?
I just appreciate the opportunity to be a part of Sumner Realtors and be a partner, and how I've been welcomed by everybody, and encouraged to keep growing my business, and the little pats on the backs. We all like pats on the backs.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, everybody likes recognition.
Yes.
And Jonathan, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you letting us come into your office today.
Yep.
I can speak personally that I think Jonathan is just a great guy. He knows his business. If you have insurance needs, this is your guy to come and talk to for sure. We will be, just so you know, we will be doing this with other affiliate partners throughout the year. I think we're going to try to do one a month or so to speak. So if you would like to be involved with this, let us know. If you have any feedback, let us know. But I tell you this, we value our partners at Sumner Realtors, our diamond, platinum, gold, and so forth, so on. We need you to sustain our functionality as realtors and as members of Sumner Realtors. So thank every one of you for what you do. Jonathan, thank you again.
Thank you for
we
coming.
Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, sir.